This lesson will include reversing, merging on, and then getting on an expressway. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. I'm in North America. The steering wheel is on the left side. If I was in the UK, Australia, or India, the steering wheel will be on the right side. We want to get into the vehicle, put on our seatbelt, make sure we're safe. We want to make sure our mirrors are adjusted. I'm looking straight ahead. I want to frame the rear window in the mirror. I want to be able to see a little bit of the door handle on the driver's side. On the passenger side, I want to adjust that. I want to push a button. I want to bring it out and up. Now I can see more of my lane. Then I want to bring it down. Okay, there's a car that just pulled in. You always want to look around. And I'm going to wait a moment. I don't want to hit anyone. I don't want the door to fly open and hit my car. So teachable moment. Foot's on the brake. I'm going to look, covering the brake, and then I'm going to turn the wheel all the way to the right. The rear goes to the right. The front swings out to the left. And then I turn back. I'm going to go to the end of the driveway. We are the secondary driveway. We have to yield. I want to position my vehicle, and I'm going to wait for traffic. Yield the right of way, looking for pedestrians. I'm going to go in the nearest lane. Always turn in the nearest lane. There's a white line called the stop bar or stop line. This is where we stop. You can see the pedestrian. Lights green, I look, I check. I'll be making a right turn. I'm gonna go into my turn slow. I look, I check. I'm gonna turn and go in the nearest lane. Now I need to make a lane change and get over to the left. We can cross this line if we have to, but it's designed not to have you cross. You can hear the motor. I have to get out and merge out. So I'm waiting for the broken line. And then I get over to the first lane. I adjust my speed. I'm trying not to tailgate. I'm gonna get over one more lane to the left. Now I'm properly centered. I'm using my reference lines to help me. And I'm gonna get over one more lane to the left. Accelerating through the lane. I do not wanna be around the semi-truck, so I wanna move past it. Then I wanna squeeze my brakes so centrifugal force doesn't pull me out to the left, pull me out to the right, excuse me. And if you look at these marks on this cement barrier, you see cars have hit this. And this is another connector ramp. And you see me turning and holding the wheels. And I'm gonna get up to speed. We have our warning line to the left, solid white line to the right. I wanna merge up when the line is broken. I'm gonna get over, I accelerate through. Speed control is pretty smooth. I'm gonna look ahead. I'm gonna get over one lane to the left, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. I'm keeping my space and position. I'm using a reference line, the red one. It's going straight up and down, vertical. I'm using the red line on the steering wheel, and I'm using the left line on the steering wheel. I do not go around trucks that are carrying materials. They could roll out in front of you. I'm trying to be smooth and turn the wheel very gradual and take my time. I want to keep my space. There's a car in front of us. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. See me check blind spot. And I want to stay as smooth as possible. We're in the passing lane of the fast lane. We're allowed to be here. And in some areas of North America, this is the HOV lane, high occupancy vehicle, where there's more than one person. But in this area of the country, I live in the Midwest, we don't have this on this expressway. We have our yellow line to the left, our warning line. We have our broken white lines to the right, telling us that we can change lanes. One mistake beginners make, they don't stay with the flow of the traffic. You can feel this curve is really pulling me out to the left, so I want to lift my foot and take my time. And I'm using the steering wheel reference point because I'm turning the wheel to the right. I'm using the left reference line to make sure I have good judgment and good lane positioning. And you may laugh, but this does help you. As an instructor, it's helped me focus more on teaching you how to have better lane positioning. I'm going really smooth and easily. I'm lifting my foot because the flow is slowing down. I'm looking ahead 5 or 6 cars. You can see the black truck going faster than the flow. I want to be nice and smooth. I'm gonna lift my foot. It's going real easy. You wanna pick a lane and stay in your lane. We have warning signs telling us that there's a sharp curve coming up to the right. Here in this part of North America, the roads are not as perfect as other places in the Midwest. We have our Chevron alignment signs. They're telling us that this is a sharp curve going to the right. So you can tell by how I'm holding the wheel. We still have our reference point. We still have our line to the left as another reference point. And then we have the diagonal line to give us depth perception. I'm just taking my time. And you want to be as smooth as possible. Smooth is faster. Jerking the wheel is dangerous because you'll lose control. We're all a little too close. There are 4 cars ahead of us. That first car needs to get over. They're holding up the flow of the traffic. See that one truck got up? Nope, they didn't. Trying to maintain good lane positioning. I'm lifting my foot a little bit because I do not want to tailgate. Maintain a good speed. Lifting my foot again. I'm controlling the speed by my foot on the gas pedal. If I hit the gas really hard, we'll take off. I don't want to do that. Speed control's pretty good. Trying to maintain good distance, good safety. Aiming high, looking ahead. I'm using the reference line to the right, the red line going up, the reference line to the left. And I'm trying to maintain good distance and good speed and good space. Something's going on, so I'm gonna squeeze my brakes. See all the debris? Someone's lost trash or gifts. That's why you gotta be careful. Defensive driving. And that's what I want to encourage all of you to have, is be that defensive driver. don't rely on the driver ahead of us to save us. You have to save yourself. S-E-L-F. Save yourself. Get over one lane to the right, mirror, turn signal. I'm accelerating through the lane change. The car, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth or sixth car needs to get over to the right. They're holding up the flow of the traffic. Keeping good space and good distance. I'm aiming high, looking ahead. Once I pass this truck, I need to get over, so I need enough space so I don't cut them off. So you're gonna see a real lane change, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. I accelerate through.